Ooh, I wouldn't want to be that person to take a test flight of a plane after it crashed. That would not be me. Hey Explorers, it's Keita the Explorer here, and I'm back for another episode of Travel Chat Thursday. And with Travel Chat Thursday, you know what that means. I want you to get in the chat on whatever I'm talking about to hear your own thoughts or what you have experienced in regards to whatever topic it is for that day. Today we'll be talking about the Boeing 737 MAX that will be coming back into play. So let's get into the chat. But first, you know what you have to do. If you are new to this channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you're notified when all of my videos are released. Videos are released on Tuesdays at 4 p.m. Eastern Time and Thursdays at 11 a.m. Eastern Time. Now let's get into the discussion. So whenever there's travel news, of course, I have the article printed because I highlight things. I'm a little old-fashioned, yeah, in some ways. But I also will link the article down below for you. And so this is from the New York Times, but it's been all over the news. I'm just gonna read you what I have highlighted here. It's a very long article, so you can read it at your own leisure. I'm not gonna read you the whole article, right? So and this happened in November 2020, so it's a little bit old, but I still wanna hear your feedback and I'm still gonna give mine, all right? So after 20 months on the ground, Boeing's 737 MAX will soon fly again. And so in November, it got clearance for the plane to return to American skies after convincing the FAA, which is the Federal Aviation Administration, that changes in design, software, and crew training would eliminate the flaws that caused fatal crashes in 2018 and 2019. And if you don't know about the crashes, here is a few headlines from them, and I'll also link those articles down below. So reviving its MAX business will be a major test of the company's ability to withstand the pandemic and reestablish its longtime stature. This is their core aircraft, so the future lays on the shoulders of the MAX, said Vitaly. I'm not gonna say that last name, I'm gonna mess it up. Vitaly is a professor of finance at Embry-Riddle Aeronautical University. There are more than 380 MAX planes in the global fleet, and thousands are currently on order. I don't know, y'all. I mean, they have airlines that already ordered the MAX, and obviously they were already in operation before and there was crashes. But let's see what else this has to say. Regulators elsewhere are expected to follow the FAA's lead, though it may take time to conclude their own reviews. Investigators have attributed the crashes to a range of problems, including engineering flaws, mismanagement, and a lack of regulatory oversight. The agency's chief, Stephen Dixon, who is a former Delta Airlines pilot, took the controls on a test flight in September. Ooh, I wouldn't want to be that person to take a test flight of a plane after it crashed. That would not be me. But this pilot said he liked what he saw. At a news conference last month, in anticipation of the FAA announcement, relatives of victims on the second plane crash, Ethiopian Airlines Flight 302, questioned whether Boeing had done enough to address the safety concerns. I too wonder with them. So even in the United States, it could be months before the MAX starts carrying passengers again. The FAA must still approve pilot training procedures for each U.S. airline operating the MAX. American Airlines is expected to be the first U.S. carrier to fly the MAX, with plans to use the plane from December 29th to January 4th, of 2020 to 2021, very soon. There will be flights connecting Miami with LaGuardia Airport in New York. And United Airlines said it expected to start flying the MAX in the first quarter of next year after 1,000 hours of work on every plane. And Southwest Airlines said it did not expect to resume flights until the second quarter. So that is the article. Obviously, there's a lot more in there, a lot more meat. If you want to read the article, again, the link is down in the description box for you to read the entire article. So my thoughts about this is, one, I feel like this model of plane is probably going to be functioning better now than any other plane that's out there because it has been heavily regulated and heavily watched because of the tragedies that happen. Now, I must say that there are a lot of planes out there that are fairly old, and just think about a fairly old car and you're operating it and how it just does not function well anymore. And there are fairly old planes out there. I mean, I've been on some planes and I'm like, why is this still in the air? But it's still functioning, I guess. I guess that's why you keep an old car too. It's still functioning, but it's not probably performing at its top level. So I do feel like this will probably be better for the future aviation. Now, my concern is, I mean, obviously I don't work for Boeing, I don't work for the FAA, so I don't really know all the details about the plane, but do they know all the issues that caused the accident or the crashes, and were all of those things resolved? And that is a big if that they probably don't even know. I also am concerned that based on the article, it only mentioned one test flight in September. I really hope there was more than one. Granted, that was a New York Times article, so they're not gonna have all the details, but I feel like it needs to be more than one, because this plane was operating before and there was 2 crashes, but it also had other flights where it didn't crash. So you need to have multiple test flights in order for you to know if it worked. So that's a big question that I need to go research. So for the short term, I'm definitely gonna be paying attention to when I go to book a flight to see what model of plane it is. And here is how you can do that. So you go to your airline's website, and when you're looking to buy your flight, and this is just an example because I'm not buying a flight right now during this, but when you go on the website, you can look at this, well, look at the box down there. You can look at that box and you can see what kind of plane it is right there. It also will tell you that when you get your confirmation email for your itinerary. So it's very important to pay attention to that if you want to make sure you're not flying the 737 MAX. Yes, yes. So I do think eventually I will get on the 737 MAX, and probably I won't have a choice. I really hope they answer all the questions, because the families in relation to the people who lost their lives on those planes will never be able to see their loved ones again. So I really hope that Boeing resolve this issue. So what do you think about this Boeing 737 MAX going back in the air? I would like to know. Let's chat about it. Leave your thoughts in the comment section down below. If you enjoyed this Travel Chat Thursday and this news update, make sure you hit the like button. Also, leave any comments or questions or thoughts you have below down in the comment section. And please don't forget to hit the subscribe button and a notification bell. And make sure you share this video with your friends, family, and your social media networks. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day or night wherever in the world you are.